Let's talk about some actually great Chinese dramas. Beyond Pursuit of Jade, what did you miss this year? In this video, we're ranking the top 10 Chinese dramas of Q1 2026 based on ratings. The dark romance hits a 9.0 and lands at number 3. And the number 1 spot is a surprise, scoring an incredible 9.3. Trust me, you don't want to miss this list. Top 10 highest rated drama of Q1 2026. Mama Go, 7.2 on No.1, with no Weibo rating yet.
支付了自己50年的生命，换来了妈妈的心声。
你现在想干嘛？你想气死我呗？
我想赚钱养家，好好接受你新的身份，表妹，聪明，勇敢，
别整得跟生离死别似的，他就是痔疮。
Now, yeah, it ranks last on this list, but honestly, don't let that fool you. If you're into feel-good, emotional comedies, this one is absolutely worth your time. First, what makes it work is the concept. It wraps a mother-son story inside a chaotic school comedy. Jiang Long plays Kong Xiaoke and he's awkward, a little timid, but genuinely warm. And Deng Yinxi, even with such a youthful look, completely nails the role of a mom. It feels surprisingly real. Second, underneath all the humor, it quietly hits you with heavier themes. Things like illness and separation are woven into the story. There's even a sci-fi twist where they make a deal with an alien to extend life, which sounds wild, but actually gives the story emotional weight. And the ending? It doesn't go for an easy, happy ending. It doesn't bring the sun back just to please the audience. That's exactly why it hits harder. You walk away thinking about cherishing the people around you. Now for the downside. Jiang Long's expressions can feel a bit over the top at times. That's probably the biggest reason it didn't score higher. But still, a 7.2 feels underrated to me. This is the kind of Chinese drama you can watch with family and just enjoy together. Top 9 highest rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. How dare you? It's at 7.2 on No.1, but a strong 8.4 on Weibo.
所以，他就是你一直在等的那个人吗？我等错了，对不起。但他来对了，我来晚了。
活下去！活下去！活下去！成何体统？成何体统？
This one is honestly a bit of a mixed bag, and yeah, kind of underrated, depending on who you ask. Let's start with what it does right. First, it flips the usual transmigration trope. In most C-dramas like this, the leads know the script and just dominate everything. But here, because of information gaps, they keep getting outplayed by the original male lead. That twist actually keeps things fresh. Second, the chemistry between Wang Churen and Cheng Lei is a huge highlight. A lot of their scenes feel spontaneous. That famous English dialogue moment is just the beginning. Later on, the workplace-style sarcasm and modern humor make it surprisingly fun and stress-relieving to watch. And third, Wang Churen's screen presence is on another level. As the villain consort, she's genuinely stunning. Honestly, she might define this kind of role for the next few years. Now here's where it gets controversial. First, a lot of the core plot and even the ending were already revealed in the animated version, so the suspense just isn't as strong. Second, the heavy use of beauty filters makes some scenes look unnatural. It's a pretty common issue in costume idol dramas, but still noticeable. And third, the tone can feel a bit uneven. Sometimes it jumps into emotional drama before the buildup is really there. It ends up feeling like it's forcing the angst. So overall, if you're just looking for fun, easy-to-watch Chinese drama, this one is a solid pick. But if you care a lot about tight storytelling and production quality, you might want to think twice. Top 8 highest rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. Hold a court now. It's at 7.2 on No.1 and 8.5 on Weibo.
家事庭不像法庭，像居委会；法官也不像法官。
你中午吃了吗？
这也没嘛。
我们与法庭的距离，有时候只是人心的距离。我们要做有温度的表达。
When people think of judges, they usually picture something serious and intimidating. But this C-drama flips that image completely. First, instead of big, dramatic cases, it focuses on family court mediation. Everyday disputes, real emotions. Even actual legal professionals have praised it for being surprisingly realistic. Second, the structure works really well. It uses case of the week storytelling combined with a character growth arc, so it stays easy to follow but still feels meaningful. And third, the cases themselves are wild. Things like inheritance disputes used as leverage or influencer custody battles. You don't see these often in real life, but they definitely make the show more engaging. Now, let's talk about the issues. The biggest one is the dubbing. Because of censorship changes, some lines were altered in post-production, so the lip sync feels off at times. That does break immersion. Another point people talk about is Gong Jun. Some viewers feel his look here isn't as striking as in his costume dramas. But honestly, if we're talking about overall reception, I lean more toward the Weibo score on this one. An 8.5 actually feels about right. Top 7 highest rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. Love Story in the 1970s. It's at 7.3 on Douban and a strong 8.6 on Weibo.
我好喜欢这个家呀！
丽妮在家吗？缘分真是挺奇妙。我们现在还在这儿，可你已经是我爱人。
有时候我觉得我认识你好几年，但有的时候我又觉得像第一天刚认识你。
Let's be honest, the marriage first, love later trope has been everywhere lately. But this one actually feels different. First, it avoids all the usual melodrama. No forced angst, no over-the-top heartbreak. It's all about everyday life in a shared apartment building. Cooking, small moments, real relationships. It feels grounded. Second, the chemistry really sells it. Chen Feiyu and Sun Qian build their relationship through little details. Sharing a tiny kitchen, painting walls together. It genuinely feels like a love story from that era. But here's where things get controversial. Just when people thought this drama would keep getting better, it starts to fall apart a bit. First, the villain feels underwritten. He comes across more like a plot device than a real character, mostly there to make the leads look smarter. Second, there are some clear historical inaccuracies. Things that wouldn't realistically happen in that time period, like getting opportunities too easily, or certain living arrangements going unquestioned. So, yeah, it doesn't fully capture the reality of that era. But at the same time, that slower, more nostalgic style of storytelling still pulls a lot of viewers in. So, here's the real question. Between a 7.3 on Douban and an 8.6 on Weibo, which one do you think is actually fair? Top 6 highest rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. The Devil Between Us. It's at 7.3 on Douban and 8.6 on Weibo.
我知道你在想什么。我们的命是踩在赌桌上。
This is easily one of the strongest crime C-dramas in recent years. What makes it stand out is how real it feels. The police get exhausted. A father loses his resolve. Ordinary people get pulled in by temptation. No one is perfect, and that's exactly why it works. Second, the performances are a major highlight. Ren Sushi completely breaks the usual hero cop image. Her character feels stubborn, worn down, but real. And Wang Xiao delivers one of the most convincing transformations in the show, from an ordinary man to someone pushed to the edge. Third, the scale is surprisingly small, but that's what makes it hit harder. Instead of exaggerating huge drug operations, the story revolves around just a small amount that slowly spreads through a close-knit community. It creates this suffocating feeling that danger isn't far away. It's right next to you. Now here's the only real point of debate. This drama focuses more on human nature than plot twists. So, if you're expecting constant shocks and clever deductions, you might feel a bit underwhelmed. But if you're looking for something more grounded and thought-provoking, this is absolutely worth watching. It's the kind of Chinese drama that actually makes you pause and think. Top 5 highest-rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. The Inner Eye. It's at 7.4 on Douban and 8.1 on Weibo.
谢谢你，始终没有放弃救我。我们各自捍卫自己的立场，有什么问题吗？法律的存在是为了惩罚罪恶，但它不是完全。
This one clearly aims to be easy to follow and satisfying to watch. A legal C-drama that keeps things accessible. First, the leads carry a lot of the appeal. Xian Jile plays a top lawyer who's sharp, confident, and completely in control. Lin Yushin brings a quieter energy, calm on the surface, but surprisingly warm. When they're in court, there's tension. When they're off the clock, the banter feels natural. That mature push and pull really works. Second, the core theme of female solidarity gives the show more weight. It's not just about legal cases. It's also reflecting real social issues. Now here's where the debate starts. The legal logic doesn't always hold up. A lot of the wins come from emotional persuasion rather than solid evidence. In some cases, especially domestic abuse cases, the resolution leans toward personal action instead of proper legal procedure. That does raise questions about how realistic it is. And another issue is the case variety. Most of the stories revolve around relationships, cheating, marriage conflicts. After a while, it starts to feel less like a legal drama and more like a relationship drama with a legal backdrop. So, it really depends on what you're looking for. Top 4 highest-rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026. The Glamorous Night. It's sitting at a 7.5 on Douban.
给我一个机会，我要改变我自己的命运。
我有所有的账目和证据。
还不如当做投名状交出去。
机会来了。
This one feels like a full-on battlefield of work and relationships. And honestly, no one here is completely innocent. First, the workplace side is brutally real. From brand wars to pressure-filled drinking culture and impossible sales targets, it exposes the hidden rules of the liquor industry. It almost plays like a workplace documentary. Second, it avoids the usual good woman versus bad woman trope. Everyone has their own agenda. The friendly colleague who stabs you in the back, the ambitious director climbing over others to get ahead. Every character feels calculated, not like a background extra. Third, the pacing is fast. Very fast. It follows a more Western-style structure, where every episode feels like a showdown. It keeps things intense without making the characters feel dumb. Now, the flaws are actually pretty minor. The main issue people point out is the female lead's late-stage romance. It feels a bit forced, like it's there just to move the plot forward. But honestly, it's easy to overlook. Overall, a lot of viewers are calling this a breakthrough for urban Chinese dramas. Some are even saying it's close to a new benchmark for the genre. Top 3 highest-rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026, The Dark Romance. It's at 7.8 on Douban and an impressive 9.0 on Weibo.
对你的猎物忽远忽近，反复推拉，才能让猎物在此陷阱中无法自拔。
不是要站在他的对立面，我是要找到一个永远被他们抬头仰视的位置。你不会忘记我的，
我不会让你毁了我的。
I'll be honest, this one didn't grab me at first. But once it gets going, it really takes off. First, the theme is what makes it stand out. It dives deep into emotional manipulation and gaslighting. That kind of psychological abuse isn't something a lot of C-dramas handle this directly, and it hits especially hard for female audiences. Second, the performances are on another level. Sun Li plays Yan Ling, and her arc from suppressed and fragile to fully awakened is incredibly convincing. And Wu Kongren? He's terrifying in the most subtle way. Calm, controlled, and manipulative. He doesn't need big gestures. It's all in the micro-expressions and the way he speaks. Third, the storytelling really builds. The multi-thread narrative flows smoothly, and once it reaches the later episodes, the twists just keep coming. That's exactly why it climbed to number 3 on this list. Now, if there's a weakness, it's the beginning. The first few episodes feel a bit slow, and some viewers might even lose interest early on. But if you stick with it, it pays off. Honestly, a 7.8 on Douban feels a little low for this one. Top 2 highest-rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026, Born to be Alive. It's at 8.3 on Douban and 8.7 on Weibo.
没有人想用自己的命去换盗猎分子的命，我们就想尽力的活下去，把事情做好。
我们不去做这个事情，就没有人做了。带你去看看真正的波拉穆拉。
挽留是没有意义的。
Even with review bombing early on, this one still held strong and ended up with solid scores on both platforms. First, the ensemble cast really stands out. There's humor from the back and forth between Hu Ge and Li Guangjie, but also real tension when it comes to the poaching storyline. Some scenes are genuinely unsettling. Second, the production feels incredibly real. It's all shot on location, with original audio from the actors. The visuals blend perfectly with the harsh plateau environment. At times, it almost feels like a documentary. Third, the story doesn't hold back. It shows the reality of anti-poaching teams in the 90s, underfunded, under-equipped, and constantly at risk. That sense of struggle feels very grounded. Now, let's talk about the issues. The opening is a bit rough. The action scene lacks impact, and the transitions feel abrupt. That alone turns some viewers away early. And then there's Yang Zi's character. While she plays a ranger, her styling and accent feel slightly out of place in that setting, which some viewers found distracting. So yeah, it's not perfect. But if you can look past those flaws and you enjoy grounded, character-driven stories about belief and purpose, this might actually be one of the strongest Chinese dramas of the year. Top 1 highest-rated Chinese drama of Q1 2026, Swords into Plowshares. It's at 8.3 on Douban and an incredible 9.3 on Weibo.
江宁离说是前出之过，前出远行王道。今日以前的事，我一概不管；今日之后的事，我一概要管。盛世将至，前出要归国了。
This is the most critically praised C-drama of the season, no question. And honestly, almost everything about it works. First, the subject matter is bold. It doesn't just focus on a rare case of peaceful unification, it also confronts the darkest parts of that era: famine, moral collapse, survival at any cost. It doesn't look away. Second, Bai Yu's performance is a huge reason this works. He goes from a laid-back prince to a ruler carrying the weight of an entire nation, and the shift feels completely natural. You can see it just in his presence. Third, the writing is surprisingly mature. It reinterprets real history through a modern lens, but without oversimplifying complex figures. It respects the past while still making it emotionally relevant. That's not easy to pull off. Now, if there's one reason this drama is also controversial, it's this. It's almost too realistic. Some scenes are so heavy that even with subtle, non-graphic storytelling, they still hit hard. For some viewers, it crosses the line into feeling uncomfortable, even exploitative. That's also why a lot of people dropped it early. But here's the thing. If you stayed with it, you probably understand why it's #1. So, I'm curious, did you finish this one? Or did you drop it early? Let me know. Alright, which Chinese dramas did you watch this quarter? Pick your top 3 and drop them in the comments. Let's see if we're all on the same page.